Let's see how to actually find the equation of the line given these 2 points. So you can see I've already sketched it so that the 2 points are joined up, and we already know that our gradient from the previous video was m equals minus 5, our change in y, over 3, our change in x. That's our gradient. Because it's a straight line, we know that the gradient will be the same anywhere on this line. So how I like to do this is I like to say, well, that will work for any point y on my line. Y minus the y coordinate, I'm going to choose 7, over x minus the x coordinate. I have to choose the same point here. So if I chose 7 for my y coordinate, I must choose this 2 as my x coordinate. What that's saying is the change in y over the change in x will be exactly the same for any point on this line, xy being the general point anywhere on this line. Now I've got this, I'm going to cross multiply. This is a technique that some of you may be familiar with from your GCSE. It's basically a way of removing the fraction. I'm going to multiply through by 3 and by x minus 2 all at once, so I remove the fraction. So multiplying through by 3 will remove the 3 from this side, meaning that over here I'm left with 3y minus 21, 3 times y, 3 times minus 7, and over this side I'm going to multiply through by the x minus 2, removing it from this side and giving me minus 5x plus 10, careful of the double negative, on the left hand side. Now all I need to do is collect all of my terms together on one side. So I'm going to set this side equal to 0, add the 5x, I've still got a positive 3y, subtract the 10, gives me this equation. So I know the equation of this line here is 0 equals 5x plus 3y minus 31. Just to show you that I could have chosen the other point, 5, 2, we'll do exactly the same and it will give us exactly the same equation. Y minus 2 over x minus 5. Cross multiplying, I'm going to get minus 5x plus 25 is equal to 3y minus 6. Again, gathering everything onto one side, 0 equals 5x plus 3y, again minus 31. It doesn't matter which point you choose as long as you make sure you use the same x and y coordinates. So when I chose this coordinate here, I had to use the 2 for my y, the 5 for my x. Over here, if I chose the 7 for my y, I had to choose that 2 for my x. Either way I get this equation. Final thing to notice is that I've chosen to make the x and the y positive at this point here. I could have moved both of these over to the left hand side to arrive at minus 5x minus 3y plus 31 equals 0. However, later on when I want to use my x's and y's, I'm just making sign errors more likely. So if possible, make x and y both positive.